All right, guys, what is going on? And welcome back to a brand new video. And in today's video, we're going to be showing you guys how you can get double movement on the new Fortnite update, and also how you guys can pretty much just, use it. Super easy, super simple. You guys can use this with literally any keyboard, no booting needed, no booting. So if you're a Steel Series fan and a GK61 fan, just know that you are able to use this software. Now, it is a little bit different considering that it's not analog based, unlike the booting, which is analog based. So then it's all pressure sensitive and you control the angles of which the character goes in. But in my opinion, the Keys X is definitely better in terms of software usage. It is so good, and I highly recommend you guys try it out. There is going to be 2 links down in the description that you guys have to download right before we get into today's video. All right, guys, we are here in the actual, desktop setup over here, and I'm going to show you guys there's 2 softwares you have to download. The first link is this one right here. I'm gonna have it all in the description, of course. Every link, it'll be labeled like this, except in the description below. Now, it's also going to have another link called Ziny. I believe that's how you pronounce it. You guys are going to download this. This is what's going to make your keyboard turn into a controller. And then this is the software right here that's going to turn your keyboard to have the double movement and be recognized as half keyboard, half, controller on Fortnite, etc. All other games that allow this kind of movement, of course. Now, once you guys go ahead and have this downloaded, it's called like Narphosis or something like that. I don't know the exact name of it. It's called Ziny. As soon as you do that, and that's installed, you guys go ahead and download X2. You guys go ahead and put that on your desktop. I highly recommend it. That's what I have for this setup over here. And then all you guys got to do from there on is actually just do this. That's it. It's super simple, super easy. Now, the stock values you will have is, I believe, 24K. You guys go ahead and change that to whatever you guys like. So lower, the more double movement you get. So if you want to mimic the booting, I believe it's like literally like 10,000 or 9,000, but it's not as smooth as something like the booting, because the booting is mainly analog based and this is not. So that is something to just, keep in mind of. For me personally, I find 20K to be the sweet spot for me. I absolutely love it. I can literally click one key and then I can literally move sideways. It's actually nuts. Like actually nuts. So we're about to go ahead here. We're going to jump into Fortnite. Now, there's also a cool hotkey right here where when you click Alt-0, which we'll do right now, it also enables it, and then Alt-0 will also disable it. So it's a little cool feature. It doesn't take over your control, like your whole entire keyboard, unlike the booting. It's a cool hotkey. Same thing with like Rewas and all those other softwares that allow you to get double movement. This one is pretty cool, super easy. Hotkeys are definitely a must. Now, I will tell you guys this right before we get into Fortnite and do all this other extra stuff. I do want to let you guys know, compared to the booting keyboard, these are 2 completely different kind of things. I do personally believe that the key software is just a tad bit better, but the booting does have its advantages. So in terms of advantages, the booting probably will have a tad bit more because it's analog based, right? Because you can control the amount of like direction you want your character to go in. It's exactly like an actual controller. The keys is not. So it's very different. They're very close alike, and I highly recommend you guys try it out. Yeah, see which one you guys like. In my opinion, the keys is also like really good, and I personally like it a little bit more than the booting because I'm able to use my awesome modded GK61, which is like a must. So yeah, like modded keyboard with controller movement, who would not? And of course, it is allowed on Fortnite. Fortnite has stated double movement is not bannable, so you go ahead, have fun. So without further ado, let's hop right into Fortnite. All right, now that we are actually in Fortnite game itself, let me show you guys how broken this software is. So, essentially, and I accidentally clicked on the Windows key. I can also disable that through the booting, well, not booting, through the GK61. So, essentially, what I have here is keyboard movement right here. This is normal keyboard movement right here, guys. A lot of you guys will be familiar with that movement that are already on keyboard that have never used double movement. Now you're wondering, where's the double movement, Jorje? Now, let me show you. Here's something really cool. So with this software, you guys can click on one key, right? And your character will move completely sideways. This is nuts. There's nobody else doing something like this. Now, you can also do this with A. Oh, click and Z. And your character will move completely sideways. This is literally broken. This is more FOV than the looting will ever have, I think, until a software update or something. But you cannot get this movement even on the looting. This is legitimate controller side movement. Now, you can also do things where when you hold down W, right? And then you hold, like you have to, like, time it, of course, right? And then you can go in time, like, certain directions. But if you guys see, you don't get that when you just hold W with A or D, because it's not supposed to work like that. Now, you could make it work like that depending on how you have your values set up. Me personally, I really like the way my values are set up. So, like, me, you know, I find it to be perfect, because when I fight people, right, like, I could do things like this, for example, that you cannot do on normal keyboard. You can do this on the looting, but it takes more effort. This is, like, effortless now. Like, it's actually broken. Like, it's actually broken. But I will tell you what, like I said, they're two different things. The looting and this are two different things. Same thing with rewas. Rewas, you can use any keyboard, but you don't get this much FOV. Like, this is completely sideways FOV. So, like, if you're playing against somebody, you go like this, like, you're going to knock them completely off. Especially when it comes down to, like, your piece control and stuff. Like, this is going to help you out drastically, because you can do things that you can't do on a normal, you know, keyboard. Or even on the looting. Plus, the keyboard that you would be using is better than the looting in terms of specs and speed and, you know, switch feel. It's all different. So, yeah. But in terms of, like, if you just hold, like, W with A or D, you get normal keyboard movement. So I just want to let you guys know. Now, you can also do things like this. You know, you just hold down one key down. You know, you go for a side jump. Oh, wow, look at that side jump. It's pretty crap. I'm not going to lie. Pretty dope. But yeah, honestly, that's literally it. Make sure that you guys have this option right here toggled, lock input method as mouse. Otherwise, it will not work. Just letting you guys know. So make sure that's done, and make sure you have all the softwares installed. And then that's literally it. You're all set. Ready to go. No issues at all. And just for you guys wondering how broken this thing is, I'm going to show you guys some clips, right? But that'll be at the end of the video. And before we end this video, I do want to say, if you guys are brand new to the channel, once again, and did find this video interesting, make sure you go ahead and leave a like, a subscribe, of course. If you guys are brand new, turn those notifications on, and make sure to go ahead and follow me on that big bird, the big blue bird, right? Twitter. Well, yes, I know this video is kind of like short, but also it's very good, very informative. And then I do want to tell you guys, I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded in the past week or streamed. It's mainly because I was getting this dual PC set up, and the audio is not even 100% right because my microphone keeps on cutting out a little bit, and I need to fix up that a little bit more. And then I'm ready to go, guys. Other than that, thank you all for watching the video. Hope all of you guys did enjoy, and I will be seeing you guys in the next video. It's been your boy, Outcast Jorje, and I'm out. Peace! Oh, and before we end today's video, I just want to say, sheesh! Sheesh!
Like, there's players that play low ground, there's players that crank for height every day.
Sheesh! Sheesh!
Oh, bro, I heard that shit, bro. You just knew where I was gonna go, bro.